competition, the Georgia Top 100 are battling over bass, next on the Bassmasters. Hey, it's all here on the home of the experts, TNN Outdoors.
Now, learn the bass catching secrets of the Bassmaster Tournament Trail Pros. Coming next on the Bassmasters, right here on TNN Outdoors.
Fantastic. You're leading the tournament.
For a while.
Well, you got yourself a great catch. What lure are you using mostly not to catch those fish?
Well, I'll tell you, it's all I can, Ray, and it was an underwater lure.
All my life, I've been holding a little one. Woo! I don't think this one needs to be in there.
The second biggest fish, I caught it on about my 5th cast.
Deep water.
Deep enough. And
you need to be throwing a crankbait off the bank in about 18 inches of water. No deeper, no shallower. 18 inches, a shad wrap in a shad pattern with a blue back. Sounds good. I made it all up. I have no idea how to catch fish here, ladies and gentlemen. I just got lucky. But luck rules. Go Grandma.
Today, the Bassmaster Tournament Trail drops anchor in Elberton, Georgia for the $273,000 Bassmaster Georgia Top 100. The world's best pros and amateur partners tackle a new challenge. Richard B. Russell Lake, one of the South's best-kept big bass fishing secrets.
People, we're going to show you a fish that'll knock your socks off. Look at here, people. Woo!
Big bass in the 10-pound class are weighed in frequently from the Savannah River impoundment. But there's a timetable to hit the big bass bonanza. Be here in March and April when the big ones move shallow. Today on the Bassmasters, we're going to show you how the pros adapt and adjust to catch bass when the bite's not so easy. As our on-the-water reporter, Tim Miller, explains.
Well, Bob, this is going to be a tough tournament, no doubt, but it's going to be a great lesson on fall bassing. Recently, Lake Richard B. Russell turned over. Now, we've never really specifically addressed this on the Bassmasters, so what does it mean when a lake turns over in the fall? Here's South Carolina pro Davey Height.
In the summertime, the bottom of the lake is the comfort zone. And when it starts cooling off in the fall of the year, and then when winter comes, the surface of the water will get cooler than the bottom. And the lake turns over. That's what they call that in the fish. When it's doing that, the fish will come up and suspend. They'll be in that comfort zone, which will be up off the bottom. Once they get out there, until they get grouped up when it gets a little colder, then they're just everywhere, you know. Not everywhere, but so spread out that they're real tough to catch. If it was a little colder or warmer, it'd be a lot better tournament. You know, it's just right in between. You know, the lake has just turned over, and the fish, you know, are getting ready to go into, you know, wintertime patterns, but there's one. They're not there yet.
A number of the other pros that we've talked to also agree that the bass have not grouped up like they will for their final winter pattern. Here's Georgia pro Tom Mann Jr.
It dropped the water temperature about 10 degrees, and normally that first front you have in the fall, it takes the fish about a week to, you know, kind of acclimate and get back going again. They're really caught up right now. Most of these fish are suspended. They're caught up between being shallow and deep. And that's why everybody's having such a hard time. Suspended fish is the hardest fish in the world to catch.
So you can expect a tough tournament, but our Bassmaster TV cameras will be covering every inch of Richard B. Russell as this fall pattern unfolds. Bob?
Thanks, Tim, and unfold it will as we track down the Georgia Top 100 tournament leaders. I'm Bob Cobb. Stick around for a lesson in spoon-feeding tight-lipped bass. The Bassmasters will be right back.
So many fish, so little time. That's why Kmart and the Bass Anglers Sportsman Society have joined in an exclusive partnership to give you the know-how and the gear that can be the difference between fishing and catching fish. BASS and Kmart. We're talking serious fishing here.
For over 30 years, Bass has been teaching anglers how to become better bass fishermen like the pros. Get this powerful know-how and more as a Bass member. You'll receive 10 issues a year of Bassmaster magazine and 11 other exclusive benefits. Call now and I'll send you this free tackle pack, Hank Parker's Vampire Lure, Berkeley's Power Craw and Trilene Line, and the Winning Secrets of the Bass Pros book. Join now at the special anniversary rate of only $1.25 a month. Call 1-800-501-6334.
All right. If you're looking for comfort, Jersey's has it. If you're looking for clothing that's easy to care for, Jersey's has that. And if you're looking for more styles and colors than you've got fingers and toes, well, we got that too. Can you believe it? That is what you want, isn't it? Jersey's. That's with a Z.
Meet your new Excalibur fat-free shad fingerling. Like the Junior and the classic winning original, the smaller fingerling comes in both floating and suspending models. From the fingerling's 10-foot depth to the original 17 feet, fishing deep structure has never been easier. Excalibur rotating hooks, 3D eyes, rattles, and a signature that guarantees true running in every lure. When you want them to eat, put them on a Bill Dance diet of Excalibur fat-free shads.
Lake Richard B. Russell, a 26,650-acre impoundment built by the Corps of Engineers on the Georgia-South Carolina border. Sandwiched between the larger lakes, Hartwell and Clarks Hill, this 30-mile-long reservoir is almost unknown to bass anglers outside the area. Elberton, Georgia, the host city for the Bassmaster Georgia Top 100 tournament. Perhaps better known than the nearby lake, Elberton is the granite capital of the world, and the granite industry is far-reaching. Over 2 million cubic feet of blue-gray granite is quarried annually, and the value of granite products shipped exceeds $140 million. Each year, over 200,000 granite monuments, markers, or mausoleums are manufactured here. The story of their transformation from rough granite deposits to beautifully finished memorials and the unique history of the industry is told by the Elberton Granite Museum and Exhibit. For information, contact the Elberton Granite Association, P.O. Box 640, Elberton, Georgia, 30635. 2 words, remote and unique, best describe Lake Russell. Unique in the fact the shoreline is shielded from development. There are state parks, boat ramps, and recreational facilities, but no threat of urban sprawl. Veteran pro Tom Mann Jr. compares the fishing conditions on Russell to his home lake, Sidney Lanier, near Atlanta, but minus 20 million visitors each year.
I want to say it's a lot like where I fish because it's a real super clear water, and the fish go deep in the fall and the winter, which I'm kind of known as a, deep structure, offshore structure type fisherman. So I like these conditions. The only difference is we don't have any spotted bass. These are all largemouth bass. Would probably be the only difference. But this lake looks a lot like Lanier, and it fishes a whole lot like Lake Lanier. Something biting on my cricket. I believe he's a little one. Oh, a good fish. I can use this one. I can call one with this fish. Oh, it's so nice to have spider wire on your line when you're fishing and don't have to worry about it breaking. That's a nice quality Richard B. Russell bass, about 2 1/4, I'd say.
Basically, Tom's fishing a Carolina-rigged 5-inch straight-tail worm, but there's a brand new innovation with his sinker.
This is a polymer. As you can see, that's rubber. It has a brass insert or brass core, but it also rattles. And you can hear that. It's a low-frequency rattle. They spent a lot of money in research, and they found out that bass do not like the loud glass rattles that we've traditionally used for years. They like a low-frequency rattle, more like what a crawfish imitating feeding on the bottom. Just a little click. That's what attracts a bass more than a big noise, especially when you're finesse fishing on the bottom. With a you know, like a Carolina rig or a Texas rig. And this is a 3/4 ounce. I'm catching these fish out of about 30 and 35 foot of water. I'm gonna make a cast out here. What I'm doing, I'm fishing a big flat that drops off. We're sitting right now, you can see on the flasher right there, in 30 feet of water, but I'm casting in about 38. And right on that edge, there's a lot of standing timber. And that's right where the fish have been coming from. What I'm doing is when I drag this Carolina rig over the top of one of those trees or one of those big stumps, I think the fish are up off the bottom in that structure. As soon as I come over the structure, I let it fall vertically straight back down, and almost every time, that's where I get my bite. So I'm almost sure they're coming out of those trees and going down, you know, following the bait down. Good fish. You want to lift the front part? Lift it. There you go.
With the bass suspended, fishing a spinnerbait in the standing timber is also an option, and it's paying off for Bernie Schultz.
I'm in real clear water, so I'm using a spinnerbait that looks real believable. It looks a lot like the forage the bass are feeding on, and I'm covering a lot of water, really slow rolling that bait right by the tree. I'm fishing everywhere from 8 to 35 feet of water. The trees come to the surface, even in that real deep water. The most important thing is getting the bait as close to the tree as possible at that perfect depth zone, 3 to 5 feet. And the problem with some of the trees is they're real gnarly under the water, and to get the bait in there takes several different angles to figure out the right way to access a tree. If there's any kind of ripple on the water or wave action from the wind, it's real hard to read how the tree sits. So it takes some experimentation. Then once you get to know the tree, I try to repeat that cast when I come back to that tree later on or on a different day.
There's another key to fishing this standing timber, as Joe Thomas explains.
Seems like it's been best when you get a little mixture. If you get a couple of hardwood trees up against a cedar like we have right here, I've been getting more bites around situations like that. I think it just provides a little more cover, maybe a little variety for them. A lot of times it's really hard to get your cast where it needs to be, though. To get it down a couple, 3 foot into the tree, you almost have to cast a good ways past the tree and then try and get the bait down and under the branches. And a lot of times I'll cast past and then try and loop it under like I've done right there. Get the bait up under the tree.
There are more tips and tactics for fall bassin' from the Bassmaster Tournament Trail Pros. But right now, a tip of our hat to Ray Scott's Casting Kid of the Week.
Hello, Bassmasters. I'm Kyle Crew, and I'm from Betterton, Maryland.
At Flip, Pitch, and Cast, Kyle Crew has an eye for the bullseye. The 13-year-old earned his share of honors over 4 years in the Casting Kids program. The 1995 runner-up in the Nationals, Kyle reached the finals again last summer. He finished 3rd overall in the 11 to 14 age group. Kids 7 to 14 compete in local, state, and regional events. The Quick Release Bass Club sponsored Kyle Crew, a good casting kid.
Bass bite and won't let go. Bass bite and won't let go. Bass bite and won't let go. Berkley Power Bait. You'll feel more bites, set more hooks, and catch more bass. Because when you fish power bait, fish bite and won't let go.
Man, this gray hair makes me look old.
Then do what I did. Get rid of it.
You were gray? I never knew that.
No one can tell you use the remarkable hair coloring called Just for Men. Simply shampoo in, then rinse. In only 5 minutes, this unique Just for Men formula blends away the gray, actually matches your gray to your real color.
Even I can't tell what used to be gray. Thanks.
Just for Men. Looks so natural, even friends can't tell.
So you're building that deck with Time Life to help you along. You might want to add some built-in benches, page 50. How about a brick patio, guaranteed weed-proof, and a lot easier on your checkbook than some contractor would be.
Now with Home Repair, you get 2 books for $2. Order decks, porches, and patios for just $1.99 and get kitchens free.
Those new countertops sure look good, and doing it yourself probably saved a bundle. So you could do that built-in recycling bin she wanted. Step by step, Time Life makes it easy.
With Home Repair, you get professional results at do-it-yourself prices. Use your credit card to order decks for just $1.99 and get kitchens free.
Home repair makes you a real hero around the house. So why don't you give them a call? They'd probably love to hear from you.
Call 1-800-779-8484 to get 2 books for only $2. Use your credit card to order decks, porches, and patios, and you'll get kitchens free. Or send check or money order for $1.99 plus $3.95 shipping to the address on your screen.
After 2 rounds of competition, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that the Bassmaster Georgia Top 100 is a test for the best. Only 39 5 bass limits scored so far, and 561 fish weighed in. A pair of Arkansas-based pros topped the Jersey's activewear leaderboard. Mike Worm of Hot Springs has 21 pounds 1 ounce, followed by Jerry Williams of Conway with 19 pounds 4 ounces. Claude Fishburne ranks 3rd, just ounces ahead of Bernie Schultz and Joe Thomas.
Both tournament leaders learned their bassin lessons on the same Arkansas lake, and it's a fall pattern that's working here, as Mike Worm explained.
Follow the year on Lake Ouachita. We do the same thing I'm doing here in this tournament right now. And I'm following the fish up into creek channels, and I'm fishing in creek channels. Really, I'm using 2 different kinds of lures. One's jigging spoon, one's a Carolina rig, and that's basically my 1-2 punch. The shad in the fall all seem to go up the creek channels, and so where the shad goes, so go the bass. And it's like that in the fall just about all over the country. That's the first thing they do is migrate up in the creeks. And they follow these creek channels as migratory routes. And then you get to these channel swings or the channel bends, and there's a drop on every one of them. And the particular one I'm fishing has a long bar off of it that's relatively clear of cover, but then on the end it's got standing timber that you can't see on the surface, but you can on your depth finder. And I've been holding my boat in position where I can jig a spoon over that clear bottom and also throw a Carolina rig. And if they get real cold and real tight, they'll group up, and that's when the jigging spoon works good.
Jerry Williams has zeroed in on a similar spot in Coldwater Creek.
And basically, it's just a small little point that creek channel bends into. And it's not noticeable because the creek channel's in the timber. And the point is flat and bare, and there's nothing, no structure on it. They're holding on just bare sand, I think it is. The fish are moving up on it, feeding and moving off. They were there the first day, you know, not real big fish, but 2-pound fish. And today, the little ones were there. The big ones didn't move up. I think they were trying to move up as we was leaving. So just have to go out tomorrow morning, and hopefully there'll be some fish on that. But I'm going to stay there all day if I don't get a bite.
The final round of the Georgia Top 100. And tournament leader Mike Worm finds conditions different, as Bassmaster's TV reporter Tim Miller explains.
Our leader, Mike Worm, is fishing off an extended point that goes out into a creek channel drop. You can see from the bank going across that marker about 125 yards out there is Mike Worm. He's fishing about a cast length just before the point goes into the creek channel. What you're going to learn from Mike Worm now is how to follow and pattern bass in a small select area. This morning, Mike started fishing a Carolina rig, shallow, just like he did yesterday. But those bass weren't there. Same fish he was catching yesterday afternoon. So he picked up his jigging spoon, moved out the point to a little bit deeper water, and he's catching bass. It's cold out here today. The wind is blowing out of the north at 15 to 25 miles an hour. The sky is partly cloudy. Fishing is going to be a grind.
But today, for some reason, they're not there. I think the front has moved them out to this deeper water. I'm out here now at 30 feet. And I'm jigging this spoon right up and down off the bottom, about, a couple of foot off the bottom. And I think they've probably pulled out because of the weather and got in this deeper water. I've seen them on the depth finder, a couple of blips just off the bottom. Hopefully there'll be a few more and we can get 5 out of them.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Here where we need you. Here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
If you ask us, it just tastes better.
Ever notice how you never have enough time? Well, Sprint's putting time on your side, and now some of it's free.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Call for Sprint Sense anytime right now, and you'll get that great dime-a-minute rate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. plus up to 30 minutes of free calling each month, every month for as long as you're a Sprint customer. So go ahead and call Sprint now. Then you can feel free to call anyone you want, as long as you want. You'll enjoy Sprint's advanced technology and the most reliable network in America. That great dime-a-minute rate, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And now, just for staying with Sprint, you'll get up to 30 minutes of free calling each month. But you've got to call Sprint now, because even though your free calling could go on for a long time, this offer won't. Put time on your side. Call now, 1-800-746-1465.
Jerry Williams has located a key structure in this creek, a flat point next to the deeper channel.
I got a flat point that's coming out here. Creek channel comes in over here where you see the timber bends, makes a bend right out here. Fish coming out of the creek channel coming up on the side of this point feed. I hope. They bend 17 feet deep. There's one. Look out. Just back off. That's a good start.
There's a good chance Mike Worm has located the bass bunched up. Holding over the spot in open water is the trick.
I'm lining up my spot using my depth finder and of course the tree's on the bank. I'm lining up that post in that tree. That's where I've caught the last two, so that's where we're going to kind of hang around here for a minute. They're not real aggressive taking this spoon, though. Lots of times when you're jig fishing or jigging a spoon like this, they're aggressive and they'll thump it real hard. If you jerk it up off the bottom, it'll just jerk your rod down when they hit it hard. But these fish are just barely taking the spoon. There's one. What it's imitating is a crippled or a dying shad, and you know, in the cold weather, cold water really affects shad and they get stunned almost. Yeah. And that's what it's representing, and that's what the fish are keying on. Never mind.
Jerry Williams is using the same spoon jigging technique.
It's a cotton cordell spoon, 3/4 ounce. I'm trying to make it look like a dying shad.
But it's his partner, Jim Guy, in the back of the boat who's getting the bites now. The amateur anglers are paired with the pros, but fish in their own division. There's a $20,000 Ranger OMC bass rig going to the winning amateur. And there's no better way to pick up some bass and know-how. For sure, Buzz Merritt has been listening to Mike Worm's seminar on spoon jigging.
Oh, I need that one. If I could snare one of that one, I better drift back a little bit.
Mike Worm is covering every inch of this point, every piece of cover, everything he can do to try to find that good fish.
There we go. Good. That's a good one. Come here, help me. Yeah. Don't come off, baby. Don't come off. Don't worry about getting your hand in his mouth. Just get him in the boat. Oh, that's a good one. Get him the first time. You won't get another chance. Get him. All right. Yeah. Horn scared you, didn't he leaned on the horn. I thought he was going to jump out of the boat.
Mike Worm's traveled the Bassmaster tournament trail for 6 years. He's been in the limelight, but never the spotlight. This time, however, he's the star of the show.
He's won it, folks. He won it. 10 pounds, 2 ounces. He won it all. Woo! Congratulations, man. I am so proud of you.
Well, that's the story. Mike Worm with 31 pounds, 3 ounces, the Georgia Top 100 winner, worth $45,000, and he earned it. Mike weighed in a 5 bass limit each day. And so did Wu Daves, who jumped from 6th place to claim runner-up honors. Claude Fishburne ranks 3rd, followed by Dion Hibden and Bernie Schultz. Jerry Williams slips to 8th place. His hot spot cooled off today. In the amateur division, Buzz Merritt, with 3 bass from the back of Mike Worm's boat, wins it. His 3-day total, 11 pounds, 5 ounces.
Just beat him in the boat. Oh, that's a good one. Beat him first time, won't get another chance.
Right now, it's time for the Pros Pointer, the tournament champion's winning tip. Brought to you by Wrangler Rugged Wear. Geared for the outdoors.
Today I utilized a jigging spoon in winning this tournament here in Elberton. A jigging spoon is a very deadly weapon in the fall when bass are migrating up the creeks following the schools of shad as they migrate. You vertical jig it below the boat in deep water. When I get in water up to 30 feet, I like to use a 1/2 ounce. It's got a nice flutter to it. If I get over 30 feet, though, I'll go to a 3/4 ounce spoon so I can feel it better as it gets in the deeper water. At certain times, you might want to use a different colored spoon, or you might want to use a different size. The different size can come into play when the shad that the bass are chasing are a smaller size shad than the big spoons. Another tip I like to use that really gives your spoon more action is a split ring. A split ring on the eye of the jigging spoon will give it more freedom as it's bouncing off the bottom and give it a lot more flutter as it's falling down. With a jigging spoon, you don't really need to make a long cast because you're vertical jigging. A long cast with a spoon just does nothing but help hang you up. So you use just a vertical cast. You just kind of flip it out and let it sink to the bottom. And you're going to vertical jig this thing. So I'm letting it free fall to the bottom. Now, that's all you need to do to impart action on this lure is to jerk it a quick snap up with your wrist to give you all the action to that jigging spoon that you need. You can do it with either hand. It's pretty easy to do. I like to keep my thumb on the line so I can increase my feel of the line. All your jigging spoon bites will come on the drop of the spoon as it's falling back toward the bottom.
I got another one.
Oh, I got a mess.
Hey, you got a super mess.
Darn braided super lines all tangled
Hey, would you
around.
like to reel it in?
I'm kind of busy right now.
What you gonna catch in that spider web? Flies?
No, lures.
Get the camera.
No, now it's all dug in. Oh, nice fish, Woody. How do you do it?
Fireline, Wayne. All the advantages of a super line, none of the hassles.
Berkley Fireline, the smooth-handling super line anyone can fish with.
It's a no-brainer.
Next week, the Bassmaster Tournament Trail moves upriver to Lake Hartwell for the Georgia Bassmaster Invitational. Same river system, same conditions. But if you think it's another spoon jigging tournament, you'd better tune in to find out why not. For the Bassmasters, I'm Bob Cobb. See you all next week, right here on TNN Outdoors.
All right. Scoop him up, Bubba. Yeah. Oh, I need that one. I can snag one of that one. I better drift back a little bit. Yeah. Don't worry about getting him in his mouth, just get him in the boat. That's a good one. Get him the first time and we'll get another chance. Get him. All right. Yeah. Horn scared you, didn't you? You leaned on the horn, I thought he was going to jump out of the boat.
In Fisherman Television, next on TNN Outdoors.
We've got great destinations, helpful fishing tips, and expert advice.
Catch Fishing with Orlando Wilson tonight on TNN Outdoors.
Cox Communications brings world-class entertainment to your home and great values in this month's cable bill. Thrills and spills await you. Save $4 on a one-day admission ticket when you redeem this coupon at Busch Gardens. You can be a part of the excitement of the MBNA Gold 200 on September 19th when you send in this offer from Dover Downs. If it's fun, it's here at Go Karts Plus. Check out their 3 exciting tracks when you redeem these coupons for 3 free tickets. Information, value, entertainment, choice. Yours on Cox Communications.
TNN Motorsports. Make the right move. Follow the leader, TNN Motorsports. It's really very simple. You're watching the best motorsports coverage in the world. TNN Motorsports. TNN Motorsports. Keep your eye on the leader. It doesn't get any closer.
Brought to you by KT Cycle City, J. Clyde Morris Boulevard, Newport News.
Anglers have always understood that fish are sensitive to sound, but it's only been recently that we've been able to use that information to our advantage. Now we have electronic lures that can literally call in the fish for dinner. Tonight, Bill Dance demonstrates the onliner, which can be added to existing lures to increase their effectiveness. But right now, the staff from In Fisherman Television is going to teach us how to locate active fishing spots. Stay with us.
This is TNN Outdoors.
Last year, the In-Fisherman Professional Walleye Trail came of age with one of the most dramatic sporting events ever captured on camera. Competitive strategy soared to new levels as the pros dissected the daunting northern stretches of the massive Missouri River impoundment, Lake Oahe. Huge crowds witnessed as contestants vied for the biggest prize in walleye fishing history. This year, the PWT returns to Bismarck, North Dakota. A tough act to follow? Well, guess what, folks? You ain't seen nothing yet. To the In-Fisherman Professional Walleye Trail, brought to you by the Walleye Insider Magazine, the first and last word in walleye fishing. Join the biggest names in the fastest growing sport in fishing today for the latest in hot new techniques and locations that will make you the best walleye angler you can be.
Oh, look at this.
And now, from the cutting edge of walleye fishing, here's your host for today's show, Tournament Master of Ceremonies, Jim O'Rourke.
Well, this is it, folks, the Dodge Mariner Championship of the Professional Walleye Trail. The crowd is gathering for one of the most exciting events in the sport of fishing. This has gotten to be a big deal, Al.
No question about it, Jim. Over 50 million people in North America love the fish. That is a big deal. And the interest in walleye fishing just continues to grow by leaps and bounds. It just amazes me.
And competitive walleye fishing has got to be one of the fastest growing segments of the sport of fishing. We can see it here in Bismarck.
No question about it. From what I heard on the water, we're in for a real horse race. First 2 days is positioning. Last day is strategy. To hear more about it, let's go on the floor to Jim Calcolton.
Thanks, Al. At this year's event, there are 3 very strong patterns emerging. There's the main reservoir, which is big water. Then there's the upper stretches of Oahe, which demand classic river presentations. And we've got the creek arm bridges. That's right. Bridges will probably play a role in this year's event like they did last year when Jim Randash became champion under the Beaver Bay Bridge. We'll have more on that later. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jim. We'll be back shortly with a closer look at Lake Oahe and the championship contestants right after these words.
Even though Dodge Ram is the bright red gold standard of pickup trucks, we're always improving things. We've made our available Magnum V8s even more powerful. We've improved the already world-class interior. In all, we've made 130 improvements to the Ram lineup since introduction, including this one, our new flow-through ventilation system. New Ram Quad Cab. The rules have changed.
Pinnacle pros Ron Sheffield and Ted Takasaki talk about the nearly backlash-free Vision Reels.
The Small Vision 5, for those times when you have to use light line, but need the strength and power of a precision bait casting reel.
And these fishing reels, they come in the medium size 10, the large size 20, and the extra large size 30. They're easy to cast and nearly backlash-free. See the full line of easy-to-cast Vision Reels at a dealer near you.
It's hours away from the start of the Dodge Mariner Championship. Poised to compete are the top 40 walleye anglers for the 1997 tournament year, along with last year's winner and the top amateur. At the championship, unlike other events, there is no angler entry fee. And yet, in a very real sense, there was a high price paid to be here.
You're looking at 10 to 12 days on the road for each event. Now you multiply that times 4, plus a special event, plus a championship. You're away from home a lot, so your number one sponsor better be your spouse.
It's just very time-consuming, and it's lonely. You're by yourself in the truck for 26 hours, 14 hours, and that's probably not the travel. I don't mind the travel as much as stopping in someplace and eating in a restaurant alone. And I think that's probably the worst part of the whole thing, is eating alone in a restaurant.
It's mid-September. Some, but not all of the walleyes have begun their fall migration into the upper reaches of Lake Oahe, the giant Missouri River impoundment. The northernmost stretches of Oahe are more like a classic river than a lake, with fish relating to sandbars, oxbow backwaters, and channel edges. The lower section of Oahe is big water. Walleyes here can relate to main lake points, creek arms, or schools of baitfish cruising over deep water. Timbered flats are also prime areas for intercepting fall walleyes on Lake Oahe, so the anglers have several strategic options.
Right now, the way the bite is going, it is awful tough. I think a limit of fish is going to do real well, and I think a couple kicker fish in along with those limits each day are going to probably win the tournament.
To get the bigger fish, it generally takes crankbaits to get them. You do get big ones jigging or lindy rigging, but the more fish you can pull by and the more fish that see it, the chances are you're going to catch more fish and hopefully be bigger ones and win the tournament.
My number one key spot is working a back eddy area, fishing a jig and a night crawler, a jig and a minnow combination.
The pros will work each day toward a 5-fish limit, but in an interesting wrinkle, there is a strict no-cull rule enforced in North Dakota. This will call for the wisdom of Solomon, as pros must choose at boat side whether to keep or release a walleye. Once the fish is in the live well, it stays there. Talk about some potential Maylocks moments.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Should I keep him or let him go?
Each of the pros is convinced that he has a legitimate shot at taking home the first place prize of $50,000, including a new Dodge truck. But even if there were no dollars at stake, these anglers would probably compete with the same intensity. That's the way it's always been with fishermen. To be able to claim you're the best of the best is worth a whole lot more than money. And now, from the pages of the Walleye Insider magazine, here's the Hot Topics department. Electronics play an indispensable role in helping anglers find fish and key structure. But did you ever wonder exactly what kind of critters you're looking at on your locator? Well, now you can know.
My old buddy Ted and I, for the last year, have been experimenting with something new. This is called the fisheye camera.
Yeah, that's right, Ron. All you have to do is drop this down, and with the virtual reality glasses, a monitor, or a camcorder, you get a beautiful view of exactly what's happening on the bottom. It is the most fantastic thing I've ever ran into.
It's amazing how many misconceptions we have about what actually happens down there. Fish that you think are walleyes might be bass, carp, suckers you never, or they might not even be fish at all. These are just a few of the things we discovered.
And also on the bottom, what you think is rocks could be just hard-packed sand. And with the fisheye, you know what it is.
And these little cameras are a real eye-opener. Really, your eyes to the bottom. They come in color or in black and white and sell for about $1,500. I'm telling you one thing, and I'm going to make a prediction here. Fishing in general and tournament fishing in particular will be impacted by these units like nothing we've ever seen. This is the first time you've got a grandstand view of what's on the bottom of the lake. Remember, folks, you heard it here first.
You can find more useful facts and cutting-edge information packed into every In-Fisherman Walleye Insider magazine. Plus, you get the latest PWT tournament updates and hot new techniques from the professional walleye trail pros. For more information on the In-Fisherman Walleye Insider magazine, call toll-free 1-888-WALLEYE. We'll be back with the start of the Dodge Mariner Championship of the Professional Walleye Trail after these words.
with fuel injection. It's a wolf among sheep.
When you're on the water as much as I am, you can run into some mighty painful situations. That's why I use this great TheraPick to stop pain and itch of insect bites and stings. Just apply it to the affected area, press the button and hold for 30 seconds. You'll feel the soothing heat immediately. TheraPick is medically proven effective and safe. It's drug-free pain relief for your entire family. TheraPick, instant relief from insect stings and bites. Guaranteed.
TheraPick is available at most sporting goods retailers.
So many fish. So little time. That's why Kmart and the Bass Anglers Sportsman Society have joined in an exclusive partnership to give you the know-how and the gear that can be the difference between fishing and catching fish. BASS and Kmart. We're talking serious fishing here.
Want to color your gray beard or mustache and get a natural look? It's easy with Just for Men Gel.
You look so natural, no one can tell with Just for Men Gel. No one can tell with Just for Men Gel.
It's not regular hair coloring. It's specially made to penetrate that coarse, hard-to-color gray. Simply brush in and in 5 minutes, rinse. Now gray is gone, matched up to the rest of your hair.
You look so natural, no one can tell with Just for Men Gel.
Do you think they hear us?
Who? The fish?
Uh-huh.
Well, they probably hear sounds or vibrations.
Did Grandpa take you fishing?
Sure did.
Was it fun?
Yeah, we had great times.
Dad,
Yeah?
I'm having a great time too. Thanks.
Day one of the Dodge Mariner Championship. Some contestants are relaxed, others are keyed up. All have their sights set on winning the most prestigious title in walleye fishing. It's mid-September. In another month, these waters will be teeming with huge female walleyes, but now small males seem to be the order of the day. Big winds force many of the contestants to stay in the upper river stretches of Oahe. Pro John Kalinsky of Menasha, Wisconsin, wades through fish, hoping to catch the 5 that will put him in the lead. Mark Magura of Valparaiso, Indiana, puts a keeper walleye in the boat. He's on his way to a 5-fish limit.
I liked it all morning.
Shannon Keel, the local favorite and the only North Dakota angler to make the championship this year, is on good fish. He's trolling crankbaits and has been throwing back 17 inchers. Don't think Shannon's not aware of the hometown crowd awaiting the results of the day. The pressure's on.
What we're doing here is pulling number 5 shad wraps along the shore, and we're pulling a number 7 off the shore. The fish seem to be in the areas where there's just a little bit of slack current.
Anglers fishing the main reservoir are having a tough time maintaining good boat control, a key factor for catching finicky walleyes. Ohio pro Rick LaCourse is one of a handful of anglers who has chosen to fish the creek arm bridges. Rick is parked under the Porcupine Bay Bridge, and he already has 4 good fish in the boat. Sticking that last walleye is always a challenge, but one that could pay off big time. Rick is fishing 8-ounce Northland Fireball jigs. At the end of the day, Rick is able to unload a 5-fish limit. But to the delight of the crowd, Shannon Keel of Bismarck pulls the biggest limit of walleyes of the day from his live well.
I had 4 fish right away this morning at about 9 o'clock, and I got a 5th fish on and got in the boat, and it was about 17 inches. And the guy that was with me says, geez, he says, you're catching a lot of fish, maybe you ought to throw it back. I sat there a while, I threw it back. Fished for 2 more hours, never got a fish. I said, I don't think I'll listen to you.
Day 2 finds the wind still blowing, this time mixed with rain. Doesn't matter. Rick LaCourse makes the 50-mile run to the Porcupine Bridge, but today, he's got company. Jim Randash, reigning champion, has already arrived at the location. Randash had fished the bridge extensively during the pre-fish period, but on day 1 opted to let LaCourse, who arrived there first, have the location to himself. Today, Randash left in the first flight, and he's making the best of the situation.
I checked every bridge there was. One other holds a few fish. The Fort Rice Bridge has a few on it, but this is the one that really held the population. Part of the problem with some of the other bridges is that the water was too dirty.
Leader Shannon Keel is back on his crankbait throwing pattern in the sloughs and channel edges of the Missouri River. But today, the fish aren't cooperating.
One and a lot of little ones.
He's only got one small eye in the boat. Dropping water levels have moved the fish to deeper sections of the channel. Shannon runs and guns, trying to locate the errant walleyes. Indiana's Mark Magura is back on fish today.
Come on. Today the fishing's been a lot tougher, and we've had to switch over to light bite bottom bouncers that slide, almost like a Lindy system. And we're allowing the fish, once we feel a hit, to take it and swim with it, to bait for a while.
Fifth place angler Gary Gray of Oshkosh, Wisconsin is making a strong bid for the lead. Under the Porcupine Bridge, the action is heating up. Jim Randash boats fish after fish. LaCourse retaliates. Apparently, there's plenty of walleyes under the structure for both anglers. Soon, Randash puts his fifth keeper eye in the boat. It's time to go. LaCourse continues to toss back 16 and 17-inch fish to hopefully bag a big limit from the productive pilings. The strategy pays off. The Bismarck Civic Center crowd experiences the ups and downs of tournament angling firsthand as their hometown favorite Shannon Keel is only able to unload 2 fish and drops from first to 11th place. He's still got an outside shot at the win, but it's a long one. For the crowd, the PWT Championship is a family event with a huge boat and tackle show and lots of autographs and souvenirs for the kids. Gary Gray unloads a limit of respectable river eyes for 10 pounds and temporary possession of the lead. Jim Randash moves all the way from 25th to 7th with 5 walleyes weighing 11.9 pounds, bigger than any basket of fish on day 1. But Rick LaCourse, not to be outdone, produces 5 beautiful bridge walleyes for a whopping 13.5 pounds, the biggest weight of the Dodge Mariner Championship so far. Rick leaps into first by a solid 5 pounds. It's come down to a shootout between LaCourse and the rest of the field. Who will prevail? We'll find out after these words.
This is heavy fish, Al.
To catch big honkers like this.
Do you want to catch more walleyes like these? Then you need a copy of this, the Walleye Insider Magazine. Call toll-free 1-800-290-1236 now, and you get a free copy. That's right, a free copy devoted entirely to helping you catch more and bigger walleyes. In every issue, the world's top walleye fishermen keep you up to date on the latest equipment, tackle, and techniques. You get the scope on where to go for the hottest walleye fishing around the country. Plus, you get exclusive coverage of the professional walleye tournament, and you'll learn the techniques and tactics of the big money winners. Call 1-800-290-1236 now, and we'll send you a free issue, plus an offer to get 5 more issues for only $9.97. You save 43% off the newsstand price, or just return the invoice marked cancel and owe nothing. The free issue is yours to keep. Start catching more walleyes. Call 1-800-290-1236 for your free issue of Walleye Insider now.
It's here. The wind tunnel by Hoover in a new model that's actually self-propelled. It's so easy to use, it almost works by itself. Many ordinary backs scatter much of the dirt. The wind tunnel harnesses the power of the wind to get carpets cleaner than any other clean air upright. Time after time, test after test. Call now and this new self-propelled wind tunnel can be yours for just 5 easy payments of only $79.99. And there's more. Our super stretch 20-foot hose, an agitator on-off switch for bare floors, and a convenient and clean allergen filtration system. Act now and we include all these extras, a $50 value, free. Just 5 easy payments of $79.99. Call now for your self-propelled wind tunnel by
Like you.
August 26th, untouched and untamed. Dan Rather journeys through the Great Smokies with Dolly Parton and Kenny Chesney. Unspoiled Country, August 26th, 10 Eastern on TNN.
after thousands of miles on the road, tens of thousands of dollars on the line, and countless moments away from loved ones, it's all come down to this. The final day of the Dodge Mariner Championship of the In-Fisherman Professional Walleye Trail. Leader Rick LaCourse makes the 50-mile run to the Porcupine Creek Bridge. As he pulls in, he has only one thing in mind: victory. His plan is to reject all small eyes, even if they're keepers. Fishing above all others is a game of inches. Of course, the rest of the field has other plans. Second place angler Gary Gray of Oshkosh nets a small keeper walleye.
Just toss him right back in the water.
Then releases it. He apparently didn't come to Bismarck to fish for second place either.
Well, what I really need to catch right now is about a 4-pounder. That would set the pace.
Ron Seeloff, currently in third, is always a threat when trolling crankbaits on western reservoirs. And he knows how to win on a wahi.
Keeping your lure in the strike zone right now is the most important thing, and it's very difficult. This break line is so sharp here that, I mean, I'm constantly working at it, trying to keep the boat in the right depth.
Ted Takasaki is in fourth place after weighing the second largest basket of the tournament on day 2.
Got to put myself at least in a position to win, so I need at least 17 plus.
Meanwhile, fishing's getting a bit prickly under the Porcupine Creek Bridge. The course may be in trouble. The bite is slowed. Rick has learned this bridge like the back of his hand, knowing where the walleyes will tuck in behind the current breaks and bridge pilings. Bridge fishing is to walleye angling as docks are to bass fishing. Right now, white bass seem to be the only inhabitants remaining, and Rick has but one solitary walleye occupying his well.
As long as these move in, the rest will be here.
Out on the main reservoir, Ron Seeloff's working his trolling magic for all it's worth.
Do I want to win a new truck at $50,000 or second place? Go for the truck.
The rod bends once again. This time it's a respectable walleye, and it's going in the well.
Dip, 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 dip. We will not throw this one back.
That's the fourth fish for Ron. One more, and LaCourse's lead could crumble. Back under the bridge. Is it time to panic yet?
A lot of time. A lot of time.
You may have time, but not much, Rick. You need a walleye, and you need it now. Fish on, but is it another white bass?
Walleye. Big one.
Yes! You're going to need every pound you can get, Rick. Ron Seeloff has just put his fifth walleye in the boat. Another nice keeper.
You were scared. What'd you think about me?
And there are other anglers with good limits out there as well. Thousands of fishing fans crammed the confines of the Bismarck Civic Center for a first-hand look at the crowning of a champion. As anglers circle the arena, the crowd responds wildly to this new national sport and its heroes. Gary Gray only brings in 2 walleyes. His strategy didn't pay off. In the dream finish to a dream year, Chris Gilman, the 1997 In-Fisherman Angler of the Year, unloads 5 good walleyes. Is Chris in a position to become champion as well? That's a feat yet to be accomplished on the professional walleye trail.
Let's roll it. Here's your leader, 10.55 pounds, your current leader on the PWT.
Gilman grabs the lead, but there are still 2 anglers to weigh. Colorado's Ron Seeloff enters the arena. Ron, too, is a previous Angler of the Year and no stranger to the victory circle. Seeloff unloads his 5 fish.
Folks, he needs 8.76 pounds to take the lead. One fisherman left to go after him. What do you think? You think he has it? Let's see what you got there, Ron. Push the button, Jeff. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. That's your leader, 10.3 pounds, the current leader.
Seeloff eclipses Gilman's lead by 1.5 pounds. The last contestant to face the crowd is Ohio angler Rick LaCourse. Did he manage to put 5 fish in the live well after rejecting keepers all morning?
First one's always the toughest one. Number 2. Let's hear it. I want to hear it for Ricky LaCourse.
and 2 are dinks. Will these be enough to salvage the championship for the course?
Shake hands with the man who is currently in first place, Ron Seeloff. Rick LaCourse is here to unseat him. 2 gentlemen, you threw away 5 fish today?
I had 5 keepers that I released in the first 45 minutes, and I was watching guys up on top. There were probably 30 people watching me this morning. They were all having heart attacks.
All right, well, let me tell you, you're going to have a heart attack here in a minute. If I don't tell you, folks, he needs 4.54 to win this tournament. Let's hit the scale and see. There's your winner, Rick LaCourse. Hey! Rick LaCourse, your champion. The Dodge Mariner Professional Walleye Trail Championship is Rick LaCourse.
Rick LaCourse squeaks by to become the 1997 Professional Walleye Trail Champion. This is Rick's first win on the PWT, but it's a big one. Congratulations, Rick, and to all the anglers who fished their hearts out to make it to the Dodge Mariner Championship.
If you think about it, last year, there's one lure that's won $100,000 on this river, and that's Northland Fireball Jig. Jimmy Randash used it last year. If it was good enough for him, it was good enough for me.
We'll be back with more from the Bismarck Civic Center after these words.
In NASCAR, recycling scrap metal is a job description.
Here you go, buddy. Man, these NASCAR rules are tough.
And you can do your part, too.
Rusty's found his true calling.
As Miller Lite presents TNN Motorsports Take Home a Piece of the Action sweepstakes.
Man, these petty parts make great planners.
Watch the New Hampshire 300 Sunday, August 30th on TNN. On a postcard, write down who is leading at the end of the 50th lap. Send it in by September 5th, and you could win a trip to the MB&A Gold 400.
I hope they spell the name right. You thinking of matter?
Plus a piece of a car from one of these guys.
Hey, I hear Wallace scrap pays top dollar.
You'll meet one of the drivers, get a tour of pit row, and see the race in the TNN Luxury Suite.
You gotta watch TNN to win.
And you'll be qualified for the grand prize.
Hey, can you guys give me a hand over here? Yeah, we'll be right there.
A day at the Richard Petty Driving School and this one-of-a-kind 1998 Pontiac Grand Prix.
Hey, maybe you should enter, Ricky. Are you old enough to drive yet?
Brought to you by Outback Steakhouse, Kawasaki, and Serengeti Eyewear.
Take home a piece of the action today. This is heavy fish out.
To catch big honkers like that.
Do you want to catch more walleyes like these? Then you need a copy of this, the Walleye Insider magazine. Call toll-free 1-888-WALLEYE now, and you get a copy free. That's right, a free copy of the magazine devoted entirely to helping you catch more and bigger walleyes. In every issue, the world's top walleye fishermen keep you up to date on the latest walleye equipment, tackle, and techniques. You get the scoop on where to go for the hottest walleye fishing around the country. Plus, you get exclusive coverage of the professional walleye tournaments, and you'll learn the techniques and tactics used by the big money winners. Call 1-888-WALLEYE now, and we'll send you a free issue plus an offer to get 5 more issues for only $9.97. You save 45% off the newsstand price, or just return the invoice, mark cancel, and owe nothing. The free issue is yours to keep. Start catching more walleyes. Call 1-888-WALLEYE for your free issue of Walleye Insider now. Congratulations again to Rick LaCourse, the 1997 Professional Walleye Trail Champion. And thanks to the fantastic fishing fans of Bismarck and Mandan. For all the great fishing and hunting opportunities North Dakota has to offer, give these folks a call.
Bill Dance Outdoors, next on TNN Outdoors. You're watching TNN, America's country home.
Communications brings world-class entertainment to your home and great values in this month's cable bill. This coupon gives you 5 ways to save on the auto services you need at Brandy Hutchinson's Brake King. At Brake King, the customer is #1. Get your car looking like new again with this all-over paint service coupon from High Tech Auto Body, your full-service body shop. Thrills and spills await you. Save $4 on a one-day admission ticket when you redeem this coupon at Busch Gardens. Information, value, entertainment, choice. Yours on Cox Communications.
Miller Lite Series at the GTE Virginia Beach Amphitheater welcomes.
Move over and let the big cat out. Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Brad Whitford, Tom Hamilton, Joey Kramer.
It is time.
It's time. Aerosmith.
October 7th at GTE Virginia Beach Amphitheater.
The 9 Lives World Tour is coming.
Tickets are on sale now at the box office, Ticketmaster, or charged by phone. The Miller Lite Series at the GTE Amphitheater. Great concerts, great times.
It's been called the most dangerous 8 seconds on television. And if you've ever witnessed the power of these bulls, you know what I'm talking about. The stock we see each week on TNN comes from the best breeders in the country, and these bulls are downright mean. Tonight, the PBR Bud Light Cup Circuit checks in at the Ironman Bull Riding Classic. Up next, Bill Dance is attracting fish with sound as he demonstrates the new electronic onliner. Catch Bill next on TNN Outdoors.
Now the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops. And it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see. But I won't be around at all, so don't even bother to call. 'Cause on a day like today, there's one place I gotta be. Gone fishing.
Bill Dance Outdoors. Sponsored by Walmart. Always low prices. Always Walmart. Always. Quantum Fishing Tackle. At Quantum, fishing is a contact sport. Procraft Boats. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Mercury Outboards. Only Merc lets you set the water on fire. And by Excalibur. World-class lures.
Now I'm going fishing with Bill Dance today.
Hey, I'm here to clear up the confusion on the new dance contest. See, it's a Bill Dance contest. Buy a stowaway battery, and you get a free catch and release camera. Send in your favorite outdoor picture, and the winner goes fishing with yours truly. The stowaway's got 850 cranking amps and get me where I want to go every time. You think I ought to tell these guys it's not that kind of a dance contest? Nah.
Oh, here we go. You get big bites with the Excalibur Super Spook, a walk-the-dog wonder that is the Zara spook of all time. Yes.
And that's the strikes you'll get with the Excalibur Spitting Image. Simply the best-looking, most versatile topwater lure ever.
Catch 'em on top. Super Spook.
Spitting Image. Papa. Spit. What?
Come on, son, let's go fishing.
Sure, Dad. You think our lunch will be okay?
That'll be fine. There's nobody around here for miles. Come on.
Hey, what's that? Let's go.
Dad, what happened to our food?
The bear, son. It had to be the bear.
New Realtree Extra, America's most versatile camo pattern.
Finally, there's an easy way to catch more fish. The Fish Block Fish Attractant System. First, you tie off the fish block and drop it in the water. Then you broadcast Fish Block Fish Chum 10 to 20 feet around the area. Once the fish find the feeding block, you've created a natural feeding area. When you're ready to fish, broadcast the chum again to create a fishing frenzy. So ask for Fish Block products wherever you buy tackle and start catching more fish.
There we go. I'm sure you've used or heard the term split shot.
It's a highly effective technique for catching bass shallow or deep. All it consists of is a worm, grub, lizard, or a piece of pork hooked to a sharp, small size, lightweight hook, and a split shot crimped to the line anywhere from 8 inches to 24 inches above the hook. So what makes it so effective is the weight and its position up the line from the lure that gives the lure trailing behind a completely different, almost helpless look that bass find extremely appealing. It's a type of rig that you can cover lots of water with much quicker than you can with the conventional worming methods, like the slip sinker rig. It's important to remember that maintaining constant bottom contact with this rig while cranking it at a slow, steady stop-and-go pace is an ideal presentation. Surprisingly, this outfit more closely resembles slow crankbait fishing than it does plastic worm fishing. And speaking of plastic worms, that's exactly what we're using today. It's Riverside's 4-inch Air Series worm that kind of looks like a little, I don't know, it looks like a little hot dog on the back of it. But as it moves along, just kind of moves, it's got an enticing, natural-looking move. It doesn't have a lot of action as it moves along. But one advantage to it, it's an Air Series, and it will float a 3/0 hook about this high off of the bottom. It floats up. You can use a hook, as I said, about 3/0 in size, but I've gone to a size a little bit bigger. I've gone to a 3.5 size, but the particular hook that I'm using is Eagle Claw's Featherlight. It's got a little bit more bite. It comes in half sizes. As popular as this rig is, we've modified it somewhat. Instead of using a split shot, we've replaced it with a small, lightweight electronic transmitter called a soundbite onliner, which produces a highly inviting intermittent clicking sound that will attract fish over 30 feet away. Now, it's water activated, meaning it only works when it's wet. It operates on a small watch-sized battery that will last anywhere from, say, 20 to 30 hours and weighs no more than a number 4 split shot. Look at here, right, coming right up at the boat. Whoa, this one that deep. Oh, buddy. Nice fish. Yes. I believe that fish hit it and came up with it. Where are you going, Buster? I'll tell you where you're going. Come here. Come here, big baby. Come here. Yes! Look at that big old job. Oh, man. Hook is sharp as a... There we go. There we go. Look at that. Yes, darling. See ya. The major advantages to using it are, it'll attract fish a great distance. It'll allow the fish to find your offering in low light conditions such as dingy water or deep, dark water. It draws fish out of thick cover areas that may not see your lure, giving them more time to locate it as a result of the clicking sound the onliner makes. When a fish is buried up in thick cover such as vegetation or hidden in behind a stump, boulder, a log, behind a ledge or whatever, he may never see your lure. He even may be located some distance away in open water, but if your offering is producing an inviting or attractive sound, his curiosity level will get his attention to move in search of this sound. The major disadvantages of lures that rattle, click, or vibrate, as good as they are, they must be moved in order to produce these sounds. So when a fish is alerted to this, he naturally hears it, but he can't see it. He then moves and begins a search pattern to locate the source of that sound. By the time he gets to where he first heard the sound, well, it's gone because it's being retrieved, getting further and further and further away. The major advantages with stationary sound is that it allows much more time for the fish to locate it. Once found, he then sees the lure and makes a decision whether to strike it or not. If the lure is appealing and it works in a natural manner, more times than not, he's going to smack it. you little rascal. Not that big. Fighting like crazy, though. Here he comes. Woo! But all I got's 10-pound line. You got my worm. You got my fry. You got my fry. Ah, look at that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yep. Tell you what we've got right here. We've got a point. We're sitting up on the shallow end of this point, throwing out in about 6 to 8 feet of water. We've got real deep water that breaks off the right side of it. And those fish are just moving up on top of it. But it's a neat place. Long point goes out with fast water over here, fast dropping water, deep water off to the right side of it. Our baits probably hit about 10 to 12. It seems like most of the fish that are hitting us are about 6 to 8 feet. There's absolutely no question about how effective this rig is. But like most things, it has a few disadvantages, such as casting accuracy, which means it's not really the best rig for fishing specific targets. When fishing it, you're really not fishing specific targets. You're looking for cruising bass that might be anywhere. And what you're trying to do is attract them. However, we do have quite a few fish right here in this location. See a fish right there? Is that a fish? You just feel resistance with this thing. No, yep, no, yep, yep. Wow. Oh, look here. Look here. Hey, whoa. You're through. You're through. Come here. Get you quicker than I can get one of those treble hook baits. Woo! Now, buddy. It went. There we go.
No, I'm going fishing with Bill Dance today.
Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by Fish Block, the innovative new fish feeding system that really attracts catfish, panfish, carp, baitfish, even trout.
When you're on the water as much as I am, you can run into some mighty painful situations. That's why I use this great TheraPick to stop pain and itch of insect bites and stings. Just apply it to the affected area, press the button, and hold for 30 seconds. You'll feel the soothing heat immediately. TheraPick is medically proven effective and safe. It's drug-free pain relief for your entire family. TheraPick, instant relief from insect stings and bites. Guaranteed.
TheraPick is available at most sporting goods retailers.
Maybe today, spinnerbaits will be spectacular. Perhaps plastics will produce. Or jigs will generate. But no matter what's working, you'll be ready. You've got the system. The Plano Tackle System. Plano stowaways, hard boxes and soft-sided bags, and Tackle Logic wraps. Plano. The system works.
This one is it. We both
ask us, it just tastes better.
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. Even at 35 degrees below zero, nothing outperforms Mobil 1.
Today's Equipment Log is sponsored by the Bill Dance Video Collection. Informative and entertaining how-to videotapes to improve your fishing. Ask for them at your favorite dealers.
Another problem you may encounter with using a rig like this is using too short a leader, let's say than 8 inches. The shorter the line affects the lure's freedom of movement, and it doesn't look quite as natural. This is something you got to experiment with until you find what works best in a given situation. I personally find that under most situations, 14 to 24 inches works best. However, I have seen times when 36 to 40 inches did the trick. Lengthening the leader works at times, but it can also create problems. First, it's much more difficult to cast and control, and secondly, it's somewhat harder to detect strikes, especially when strikes are hard to feel. Here, you should concentrate even more on being a line watcher. Many times you'll see your line moving 2 or 3 feet to one side, and when this happens, I think you know what to do. Where's one right there? Yes, sir. Let's wait on that. Whoa. Oh. Come on, back. Oh, back. Golly, look at this fish. Whoa, buddy. Yes, sir. Look at this big thing. All right. Open that face. Yes! Oh, boy. What'd you see him bulldog it out through there? Looked like a runaway dump truck. Yes. You were fooled by the sound, wasn't you, Jack? Gorgeous. Boy, how could anybody want to kill something that special? Man. We're going back. Let somebody else catch it. Okay. Put this fry back out there. Had a little ketchup. You reckon they'd like it better with a little ketchup on it? Fish wasn't that far out. He may have. I don't know if he followed it in or not. Ah! Boy, I'm having more fun. You know what makes this so special? I'm fishing and you're not. Oh, yeah. Don't you hate a smart elk? Don't you hate a smart elk? I tell you what, when they hit this thing, a lot of times what it feels like, I'll try to show you with this rod tip. They just, you don't feel, because your bait's way back here, you don't actually feel the hit. Now, if he hits it and starts to drag or run with it or pull it, you'll begin to feel that. But normally, as you pull it along, you just begin to feel resistance. And you see my rod tip? It just kind of pulls like that. As you pull back, you start feeling that resistance. And when you do, what you want to do is take up slack. Just go right to him and just set it. Look here. See, look at my rod. See him taking it down? Right there. Yep. He ain't all that big, but Salt got a glimpse of him. Where you going? Okay, this runaway dump truck. There you go. Come on, man. Get on my thumb, darling. Get on my thumb. Hook is so sharp. Well, bud, I hate it, but I don't want to hurt you. I just need to pop that hook out. There we go. Yep. Thank you. Something else I feel is very important and worth mentioning is your equipment. You'll find that you'll have much better success using open face spinning gear than bait casting. Now, by success, I mean casting control. You'll find that by using spinning, you'll have much better control of your cast, plus you'll be more accurate and your presentations will be smoother and less tiring, and you'll be able to cast a greater distance if needed. Select reels that offer long cast spools. They're much more efficient for longer, smoother casts. With narrow spool models, there's less line per crank that can be retrieved, and more coils must come off the spool during the cast, which controls casting accuracy, distance, and it creates those dreaded cobwebs, loops, and tangles much quicker. Another extremely important part of your equipment is your line. You've heard this said many times. The most critical link between fish and fishermen is the line. So using a high-quality premium line that offers extremely low memory, excellent clarity, controlled stretch, high tensile, knot, and shock strength is best. Believe me, it can and will make a big, big difference. The important part of this rig is the hook. My choice for most of the plastic baits I fish is Eagle Claw's 0.5 size and a featherlight hook. Naturally, with thick-bodied lures like a grub or even this air fry, you'll have to increase the size of your hook. Now, this hook is Teflon coated. It's got a small but strong diameter, and it's extremely sharp. Oh, there's some weight here. Whoa, buddy. Good night. Look at the size of that fish. Ooh. You believe that? Look at, whoa. There went my fry. You come on, now use a goodie. Oh, can't touch him. Wow! Woo! Ah, I just wanted to touch him so bad. If it got off, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, look at that big body thing. Look at that. You didn't have to have ketchup on it, did you, boy? No, you didn't. Watch that pretty thing. Boy, that feels so good to do that. This rig and technique is far more versatile than you can ever imagine. And its effectiveness to attract and catch bass is absolutely remarkable. This on-lining system isn't confined to certain waters. It's catching fish everywhere. And I do mean that. Try it and see if you don't agree. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week right here on TNN.
Stay tuned after these messages for Bill's Dancing Lesson of the Week. The Future Fisherman Foundation reminds you that spending quality time with your children is not something you can put off until tomorrow. Wedding a line with them often can play a big part in keeping them hooked on fishing, not drugs.
So you're building that deck with Time Life to help you along. You might want to add some built-in benches, page 50. How about a brick patio, guaranteed weed-proof, and a lot easier on your checkbook than some contractor would be.
Now with Home Repair, you get 2 books for $2. Order decks, porches, and patios for just $1.99 and get kitchens free.
Those new countertops sure look good, and doing it yourself probably saved a bundle. So you could do that built-in recycling bin she wanted. Step by step, Time Life makes it easy.
With Home Repair, you get professional results at do-it-yourself prices. Use your credit card to order decks for just $1.99 and get kitchens free.
Home Repair makes you a real hero around the house. So why don't you give them a call? They'd probably love to hear from you.
Call 1-800-779-8484 to get 2 books for only $2. Use your credit card to order decks, porches, and patios, and you'll get kitchens free. Or send check or money order for $1.99 plus $3.95 shipping to the address on your screen.
Here's Bill's dancing lesson of the week.
Most bass fishermen know how great a spinnerbait can be when bass becomes very selective in their feeding habits. I've seen many times when you have to downsize your offering to trigger a strike. When this happens, lures like this little 1/8 ounce Mini King is usually what I switch to. The option of being able to present a smaller bait that has the same appeal as a larger bait definitely has helped me catch more fish.
Bill Dance Outdoors has been brought to you by Walmart. Always low prices, always Walmart, always. Eagle Claw laser sharp fish hooks. Stren, from original to new sensors, Stren makes the most dependable fishing lines in the world. Motor Guide, the world's most powerful trolling motors. Champion performance batteries. Excalibur, world-class lures. Hedden, top water excitement since 1894. And by Procraft Boats. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. We'd also like to thank these other fine sponsors. Plano, Fisher Marine Boats, Eagle Electronics, Fish Block, Soundbite Lure Electronics, and Chevrolet Trucks, the official vehicles of Bill Dance Outdoors.
I know the car needs washing, the roof had a leak. My income tax was due last week. But I don't care, 'cause I'm gone fishing today. Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Across America Week starts August 24th on TNN.
Need a new mattress? Get to the 100-year sale now through Wednesday at Haynes.
The most important thing for the customers during our 100th anniversary sale is going to be the deep, deep discounts.
Our best prices on every name brand mattress from Sealy, Posturepedic, and Kingstown. Because our people are making it that way. Plus, free financing till next year.
Customers will see an incredible value, lower than we've ever even advertised before in our history.
The 100-year sale now through Wednesday at Haynes.
It only happens once.
You're never really free until you've felt the freedom of the road. Enter Cox Communications and MTV's Drive It Home promotion, and you can ride in the fast lane by winning this brand new 1998 Hyundai Tiburon from your Hampton Roads Hyundai dealer. It's red, it's hot, it's awesome, and it could be yours. It's Cox Communications and MTV's Drive It Home promotion.
Register to win MTV's Drive It Home promotion at High Tech Auto Body, Mother Lane, Newport News.
You know, I remember the first buck I ever saw. It was a crisp fall morning just after sunrise, and his rack caught my eye as he turned to look right at me. I know I stopped breathing because he was the most beautiful animal I'd ever seen. Now, most deer hunters can tell you a story that's pretty similar to mine when the hunting bug first bit him. And tonight, we'll witness that event in the life of a 10-year-old boy. He and his dad are hunting near the famous Bent Creek Lodge on Mossy Oaks, hunting the country. But right now, it's professional bull riding on TNN.
From professional bull riders, it's the PBR Bud Light Cup Tour.
This week from the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center in Birmingham, Alabama, it's the Iron Man Classic. The Professional Bull Riders Bud Light Cup Tour is presented by Las Vegas. It's nonstop action around the clock and home of the PBR World Finals November 6th, 7th, and 8th. Hello, everyone. Dan Miller along with Don Gay. Welcome to Birmingham. Here we are, stop number 16 on the $4.2 million tour. And again, Donnie Gay, $75,000 in prize money.
Well, the money's up and it's big, but the bull riders are paying for it. It's been tough on these guys, but they're riding really well. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Round one in the books. Terry Don West, he is on a roll. He's in the lead for the World Championship and in the lead here in Birmingham, 88.5 points.
Obviously, we've been in this position a couple of times this year.